Yo, what is up, guys? Your boy Salz here, bringing you guys a video about trap trick artifacts. Not trap tricks the archetype, but trap tricks. The card is just so amazing in the artifact deck. It's just like I don't even know. Like, this is one of the best cards in Soul Fusion. If you don't have this card and you're like sleeping on this card, you think this card sucks because it's a trap. You should actually pick this up. This card is just so amazing, especially in this deck where you have so many normal trap cards and you have Lilith on top of that that searches any of the normal traps. So you get easy access to Sanctum, Heavy Storm Duster, Infinite Impermanence, Back to the Front. All of these really, really good normal trap cards. And like, this is like the perfect deck for Trap Trick and Lilith. Like, you can just play these two cards and it just speeds up your deck so much to where your opponent just like they can't do nothing because you're gaining so much advantage. Like with the Altergeist matchup I'm gonna show in a bit, but like Heavy Dust Storm is just insane. Sanctum's insane. Like Trap Trick, being able to search anything is insane. Then you have Card of Demise to get advantage more. Pot of Duality to search through your deck to get to your Trap Tricks, to Sanctum, your Card of Demise, anything you need, your Dusters, your Infinite Impermanence. This deck is just insane. But to get to the deck profile, I want to talk about, just like this deck is just like so consistent. The only thing that really hurts this deck is when this deck gets Heavy Duster Storm, or they get like Twin Twister during the end phase, or you're going against Go Keys and you don't have the hand traps because you're siding most of your hand traps. So let's get started with the deck. We play one artifact, Shield. Shield is just really good as a one-of, just to block attacks. Make sure you don't die. And then one Aegis, I think that's what it's called. It's just to protect your board in case your opponent's about to blow up your board. You know they're about to blow up your board, so Aegis is just really good for that. Two Beagle Attack. This is just really good. Two of it's searchable in this deck with Sanctum. You don't really need three. It's not like a go-to card, and you don't want that. You don't want as much monsters as you usually do without Card of Demise. But with Card of Demise, you just want to lower your monster count, and you can just search them out with like Ignition and Sanctum. So, and then Trap Tricks can search it out, and then Lilith. Like, you don't need more than two Beagle Attack. And then we play two Cad. Cad is just really good for drawing cards, get you more advantage, get you deeper into your deck, and get to those key cards you need. And then we play three Moral Attack. Moral Attack is just the best artifact, just like singularly. Like, Scythe is good against some a lot of other decks, but like Moral Attack is more generic and can hit a lot of decks. So that is why I play Moral Attack, and it doesn't target. Like, if you see that right here, it says you can destroy one face-up card in your opponent controls, so it doesn't target. So that's really good as well. Then we play two Scythe. It's just a really good card against a lot of decks, like the Thunder Dragon matchup, the Sky Shirker matchup, somewhat the Altergeist matchup. And there's just like other really niche situations like Go Keys, they just lose to this card. It's really nice. And then we play three Lilith, obviously, to get all of these, normal trap cards. It's just like really good. And then we play, for our spells, we play three Ignition. It's just mandatory in an artifact deck. Three Card of Demise, this is just mandatory. It's a card that can, get you back in the game, get you started in the game. It's just a really good card overall. And then we play three Double Cyclone. It's really good in this deck. Being able to hit your cards as well as your opponent's cards is just really, really nice. And then we play the Double Duality. You don't really need much. Like, you don't want to max out because you already have a lot of cards that searches a lot of your cards. So you're just digging deeper for like Card of Demise, or trying to dig deeper to get to these cards that can search out your other cards that you need in your deck. So this deck is just it's just very consistent to where you just don't need multiples or duality, and you don't need like desires or anything. That's not really needed as well. I've been trying that out, but with Trap Tricks and all these other cards that search out your deck, you just don't need that much of draw cards or search cards. And then we play for our traps Artifact Sanctum, the best artifact card, obviously, being able to summon any artifact from your deck, and then if it's destroyed by your opponent's artifact, you could pop a card in the field. So like extra advantage for those, heavy Duster Storms and stuff like that. And then we play for, yeah, Back to the Front is just really good. It's not like Call of the Haunted where you get an MST'd or something like that, and your monster doesn't get summoned because NA rules. But Back to the Front is just really good for summoning your artifacts, getting their effects. And then we play 3 Heavy Storm Duster. This card is so clutch against back row decks, and it's also really good in this deck because you can pop your own artifacts, obviously. And then 3 Infinite Impermanence is your only hand trap in the deck. It's a really good generic trap that's a hand trap as well, so you want to play it in this deck, and it goes well with Card of Demise. And then for our last card, Trap Tricks, I've been, talking about this the whole video. Trap Tricks is an amazing card. It just brings back a lot of trap decks like Paleo, like Artifacts. I think Artifacts is just a really strong rogue deck now because of Trap Tricks, and being able to search all of these cards, this deck has an amazing turn 1. Like Duster, Infinite Impermanence, Sanctum, Scythe, Mortag, just all of those really good cards that just blow out your opponent is just really, really nice. And then for our side deck, I'm not really sure about what to side. Evenly Matched is up for debate. You need Solemn Judgment and Solemn Warning. I was playing something called Force Back. This is for like Denko Sekka. I think it's called Force Back. Forced, I think it's called something. I'm not sure what it's called. Force Back. This is just really good against Denko Sekka. I was siding this, but it wasn't coming out much. It just negates the summon or flip summon of a monster and return it to the hand. So, Thunder Dragons are playing like Denko, Pendulums are playing Denko. So you want to have cards that negate Denko because like Denko just shuts down your entire deck. So that is why I played Force Back. But there's just really a lot of options in your side deck. So it's just up to you. I'm siding Dark Bribes because of Evenly Matched and Twin Twister. It's just a really good card for those. And you don't want to play like Wiretap because Wiretap doesn't hit stuff like Twin Twisters and stuff like that. And then we play like, the 3 hand traps, 2 hand traps, Ghost Bell and Ash Blossom. They're just really generic hand traps. Just for the Goki matchup. You don't really need it for any other matchup. I'm pretty sure you just don't need it for any other matchup. Gokis is just obviously a really big problem for the deck because it's a trap deck, and that deck just extra links and OTKs you. And then we played 2 Twin Twisters. I'm not sure about this. This is the one I'm not sure about. I like this for Altergeist and a lot of other matchups like Sky Strikers that are just really problematic. It's just really good. And then 2 Evenly Matched. I'm not sure about this either, but it's really good against Sky Strikers, Altergeist, all of these decks that, set a bunch of back row, summon a bunch of monsters, you just evenly match and just GG. And then for the last 2 cards, you have to play these cards for the, Thunder Dragon matchup or the Pendulum matchup. You need Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment. They're just really, really good generic trap cards that just stop your opponent. And this is just obviously, for the most part, is for Denko Sekka. And then for our extra deck, we play the Keeper of Armageddon, Durandal, 2 Pleiades, 1 M7, 1 Thunder Charger, 1 Volcasaurus, 1 Zenmayo, 1 Borreload, 1 Borrelsword, 1 Hippo Shinigami. This Cerberus should actually be a Shark. This is a card I was missing in my game with Altergeist, but it's Shark Fortress. It's really good. It allows you to OTK through a lot of different boards when you're just like pushing for damage. So this is just a very important card. You need to play this as well. For the next card, you play 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Summon Sword just for OTKing. You probably just get a lot of damage on board. If you have like low attack, artifact cards, you have like Back to the Front to get more monsters on the board, just link it away for Summon Sword and then summon those monsters back to the front. So that's why I play Summon Sword. And yeah, that's the end of the deck profile. I'll probably just upload the replay in a separate video because this video is probably already way too long. It's probably like 10 minutes or so. So I'm not going to show the replay in this video, but I did want to give a deck profile of one of my favorite decks in the whole entire game. Like Artifacts, every time I play this deck, it's just so much fun. It's such a unique deck. And with like Trap Tricks, this deck is just really amazing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, yo, what is up? 50 million likes. Can we hit it on this video?